See, Tejasvi Surya was attending an event in Trichy, a Yuva Morcha event, so he was flying from Chennai to Trichy. We were in the same flight. And it's a small plane, ATR 72 plane, which was flying from here. There was a storm the previous day. That day, the 6 o'clock flight got cancelled. The 10 o'clock flight also got delayed by 1 hour, which was supposed to take at 11 o'clock. So he was sitting in that emergency exit. If you look at the small ATR planes, we all might have traveled here and there. It's a very congested space, especially in the front place where two people sit opposite to you and two people face the pilot side. So 4 people were there in the 2 seats, in the 4 seats. So Tejasvi was I was told Tejasvi was, because I was also reading a book, Tejasvi was also clicking photos. People are coming and taking photos with him. People are taking selfies with him. People are talking to him. He was continuously getting up, getting down, talking to people, getting down. He was doing all these things. And he was also talking to the person sitting in front. He was also trying to adjust his AC vent. So in the process, his hand might have accidentally touched the door. And he told me that, see, it looks as if the emergency door is open. Kindly look at it. I also saw. It looked as if it's slightly disturbed from its position. I would not say open, it was disturbed. The door was slightly disturbed from its original position. Then he said we should call the air hostess. The air hostess came. She said, what happened? And he explained this, what happened. The air hostess called the pilot. The pilot came and asked what happened. He explained what has happened. Then the pilot called the engineer. The engineer came. The engineer tried pushing the door. It didn't get into that position. It didn't get locked. So engineer opened the door entirely. Then again he refixed it. It was a 5-minute process. But the engineer said it has to go through a process. The cabin has to be pressurized again. All the passengers has to deboard. Again they have to come in. And in that flight, many people from other walks of life were there, including some DMK spokesperson, including a Congress social media guy. A lot of people are there. We were outside the plane. We were waiting for that process to get over. Tejasvi was talking to everybody. At the same time, the Indigo people said that the inconvenience has caused, this has happened. They wanted Tejasvi to write an incident report form. So he wrote an incident report form, what happened, he sat and everything. At the same time, Tejasvi said, look, I was told the 6 o'clock Indigo plane got cancelled and a lot of passengers got accommodated in this flight. A lot of children inside, old people were inside. So he said, I would like to apologize to everybody for causing some kind of an inconvenience. He went and apologized to everybody. That's great of him. In fact, I distinctly remember an elderly lady giving her blessings to Tejasvi and telling, Beta, it is because of our karma and your karma, something mischievous did not happen that you found out. So I would say anybody sitting in this seat, if not Tejasvi Surya also, the hand would have touched and something would have happened. The door got displaced and everything. But the media and especially the opposition parties reporting to media as if the door got opened. Sir, to open a door, you tell me, sir, in this age and time, in a small aircraft and everybody is watching you, you go, you unscrew that and then you open it and then you push it. So do you think people are jokers to believe in this theory? There is a distinction between door getting disturbed. Yes, of course, it is not seated in its position. The engineers tried. They removed the door. Again, they fixed it. Then they pressurized the cabin. It's a process. And the Congress is trying to talk in India as if the Tejasvi came. He came with a screwdriver. And then he put his glove. He removed that door. And then he took the door and showed to everybody that I have removed the door. It is as stupid as the logic itself says. It is. I can't even believe Congress can stoop to this level of politics. I remember there is also a Congress MP called Karthik Chidambaram Anna. He has tweeted, look, yeah, that is the explanation. Accidental. DGC has said, Indigo has said, the aviation minister Jyotiraditya Scindia ji has said, just close the matter and go to the next issue. Since Congress doesn't have any other issue, I think they are falsely sitting in all the media channels and falsely misleading all the leading English channels also. This has happened as if they have seen inside. I have seen it. And many passengers inside. Now we are seeing many passengers are talking to the media from yesterday. No, this is what has happened. Very unfortunate. That is the level to which the politics of India stooped down to.
So you are saying it only took a light touch of hand for the emergency door to get disturbed. Isn't that a cause of concern?
Ma'am, for me, if you ask me, I am also surprised, madam. I am also surprised. The moment he told me the door got disturbed, I am also surprised. Because for me, I always prefer an emergency exit. Because I am slightly to my body in a small ATR, I sit in that emergency exit. For me, that's a leg space. I travel in that. I have traveled multiple times in that. For me also, it was a surprise that he was talking. He was standing up, sitting down. People came, took selfie. They talked, they shook hands, again sitting down. The whole process was happening for 10 minutes. He was continuously engaged here and there. Then he was adjusting his AC vent. I was reading a book. The air hostess briefed and she walked. The opposite person was talking. There is no question of somebody going, opening the door and unscrewing the lock and opening. If you ask the mode whether it's a cause of concern, that is why promptly we reported to Indigo stating, please get it investigated. Please get it investigated.
Why did it take the DGCA to order? It takes so long for the DGCA to order an investigation to this entire incident.
Because I think the DGCA also felt it's a non-issue, madam. Because 10th December, ma'am, what I understand from DGCA's explanation, like you, where they have given a media thing, DGCA said that promptly the Indigo people have intimated to us exactly the cost. We don't know what exactly Indigo told them. The DGCA probably must have studied it. They said this is what it is. They closed the matter. Madam, if somebody has opened a door like that, the punishment is in FIR, deboarding, all this process will happen. But in this case, probably the Indigo itself felt it's accidental. Accidental also, anybody pulling it and opening, I will not call that as accidental, madam. You cannot pull it and say that no, accidentally I pulled it, it has opened. In Tejasvi's case, Indigo is not meaning that. It is accidental. Tejasvi is saying it is touch, which I was sitting next to him, I can vouch for it. But Indigo has clarified this has happened on December 10. DGC has clarified. Passengers are corroborating. Whether you are asking me a cause of concern, that is for the Indigo and DGCA to clarify, madam. Because I am not a technical guy, I am not an aviation expert, I am a passenger like you. And in this case, this is what has happened actually.
So, Tamil Nadu CM in this law